空が何色かっての、あんたには大事なことかい？私にとっちゃ間違いなくそうなんだ。心に目指す空の色、私のはダークブルーだ。
そうですね。
そうやな。
服用期の時代から4世代、ずっと飛び続けてきた家系に生まれた。だがじいちゃんは私を空軍に入れようとしなかった。父さんの戦死のことで、じいちゃんはロシア空軍を信じてなかった。
だがな、アビ、お前にも目にしてほしいんだ。あの上の方、
その時
成層圏の青黒い空を、その手で自由に操縦するコックピットから。だがな、
じいちゃんが放って起こした雑誌にはこう書かれてた。とうとう戦闘機が無人化されようとしている。今に自分の手で操縦桿を握る人間なんていなくなる日が来る。
こいつはいかんぞ。よくないな。
知ってるかい？西の砂漠のただ中に前の戦争で使われた飛行機どもが眠ってること。大事にモスボールされた機体もあれば、すっかりジャンクにくたばり果てたやつもある。管理人はじいちゃんのことはよく知っていて、ジャンクの方から少しずつ引き出しても何も言わなかった。そうして飛べる機体を組み立てようとしたんだ。私とじいちゃんとじいちゃんの昔の戦友たちの手で。私は年寄りたちの間で口が悪くなり、腕を鍛えられ、けれどフルツワモノらの老眼ひどく、結局ほとんどを私の手でこなすしかなかった。操縦の練習機を借りた飛行場でそいつを見た。無人で飛ぶ実験機だ。ヨタヨタして出来の悪い模型飛行機みたいな代物だった。
やはろう。
侮っちゃいかん。技術の進むスピードを侮るやつはあっという間に置いてきぼりを食っちまう。
6年と8ヶ月かけてエンジンに火が入った。それからまた1年半と少々、機体のバランスを完璧に近いところまで持っていった。私は小娘からもうちょっと年のいった女になってたさ。そして一人ぼっち。
ずっと日本語やってたから英語に変えようか。
じいちゃんと戦友たちの魂がダークブルーに染まった空の上の安らかなところにありますように。
どうして？
その日が来た。こいつで音の壁をぶち破るんだ。
やっぱ綺麗やな。
飛び上がって加速し上昇するだけのマシンだ。
最初の頃の形や。ゲーム。進化してるような、プレステ5でさらに綺麗になる。
私は上昇する。まっすぐに高度を上げ、雲海へ突き抜け、空の上の方へ。
うん。とんでもなくリアル。
嘘だぞ、実写で撮って手抜きしてるぞ。
これ VR でやったらえげつないよな。
ロシア空軍の戦闘機が見えた。何かを追っかけてる。その時気づいた。この連中が追ってるのは無人戦闘機だ。G をかけ放題。ちくしょう。なんて運動性能だ。無人機の上にバラのマークが見えた。エルジアの国章。だが海の向こう、別の大陸の国じゃないか。
に IFF なんか積んじゃねえ。それに旋回は得意じゃねえんだよ。
あ、それは知らん。あと、ゲーム始まったら画質とんでもなく荒れると思う。YouTube は綺麗やけど。
落ち着いてくれ。静かにしてくれ。諸君らは国際停戦監視軍の一員として今日までこのユージア大陸の平和を
兄貴ようわからんね。遅い時は遅い。
今日も先ほど我が国際停戦監視軍のレーダーサイト接近する所属不明機軍を
自分が一番ですよ。
直後当該レーダーサイトの通信が一切断たれ所属不明機による攻撃を受けたものと判断する。任務を伝える。このユージア大陸における停戦協定が十数年ぶりに破られた可能性がある。国際停戦監視軍フォートグレイス基地飛行隊は本日をもって銃警戒序列に移行。出撃命令を受けた隊員は当該地域へ緊急飛行し所属不明機の発見捕捉威嚇射撃をもって強制
ラズグリーズの悪魔。
もし敵から反撃を受けた場合は
確かに
その時には
ちょっと繰り返さな分かるんだよな。複雑やな。
北部のタンクファームが爆撃を受けました。負傷者多数。
スクランブルだ。各機は直ちに離陸し当基地へ攻撃を行う所属不明機を排除せよ。これは訓練ではない。
これ強くてニューゲームやからいきなり強い機体使えるんで。ただ全部買ってないんよな。あれ、アップデート来たやつ俺、やってないんだけど。パルケンとかああいうの使えるっていう。あれなんだろうこれ買ってないじゃん。X02S。パルケンとか歴代ボス機体もう来てるのね。今までの。ナイトレーベン終わらんかったけど。過去ボス機体が大量に。SU57 とかも。ロシア機シリーズいいな。これより。
ナイトレーベン、好き、レナはフランカーに乗れていいよな。
SU34 とか。SU47。多すぎやろ、フランカーっていうか、このシリーズ。SU。いいですね。
水ですよね。
バルクラムあたりは好きやけど。どれやろ、バルクラム。A 点。
7はロシアのステルス機ってあるんだっけ？
なんかめっちゃおるよ、ここに。最新の。オス、SU357 とか。ロシアの SU35 ステルス。
あ、それだ。
ロシアの最新鋭機。
パクファなかった？パクファ。
パクファ？どれだ？ああいうですね。F35。
57。 今さっき選んでたやつ。
あ、こいつのことか。相性覚えてないよね。これ。なかなかいい形してんな。一番最初はこの辺りやもんな。ほっそ。2軍21ほっそ。
誰が見てないとかわからないみたい。かわいい。
今も北朝鮮で現役のやつやな。細い。センチュリーシリーズ。スターファイター。センチュリー。F104。
ベトナム戦争の英雄やぞ。
北朝鮮では現役やもんな。F4。なんて言うんですか。スーパートミカ。なんですか。グリペンか。
そういえば土曜日に北朝鮮の最新戦車、ハリボテ、出たって聞いた？
なんか画像見たけど、作りもほんまに紙で作ったんじゃないかってぐらいの見た目やった。なんかすごい安っぽい見た目してたな。殴ったら穴開きそうな。めちゃめちゃ安い作りやったな。普通好きやからです。これ。F2。おー。
F2、対空任務で使えるの？
一応対空マルチロールじゃないけん。F2。対空の方が強い。対地より。
ストライクイーグル、好き。
強っ。F2。だったらやば。
僕自身で F2 いっぱい沈んじゃったからな。
遅い。北朝鮮で頑張ってるよ。2軍21。スターチか。
そいつをバリバリカスタムして一回使ってみてほしい。
2軍。ハープーンとかもちゃんと使えるもんね。ロケット。
西側に衝撃を与えたファルクラム。好き。
つきまくってるよね。
明治隊、機体の準備が整った。滑走路手前で待機せよ。レーダーサイトは依然沈黙。スクランブルだ。早く空に上がれ。
スクランブル。
なんだかサボと草薙の間にはそんなもの作れないんだよ。
地図は不明。出るぞ。早く滑走路を上げろ。平時隊滑走路へ向かえ。
H2。
ゴーレム隊テイクオフ。スカイキーパーとのリンクは完了。平時隊の離陸急げ。
これはいじれない。
君のコールサインは明治2だ。確認し復帰しますよ。
出抜きすん
明
な。
治2、離陸を許可する。事態は逼迫している。着任したばかり
離陸や。
が君の確かな腕が必要だ。頼んだぞ。管制と悪いがさっさとそいつを上げてくれ。明治2、コール制限を解除。グッドラック。
お、ブリゲード艦とかもおるよう見たら。
これ以上の被害を出すな。食い止めるぞ。
一瞬でテイクオフしてくさ。
明治2、お前は明治1とエレメントを組め。各機ビジネススタートだ。ゴーレム隊行くぞ。
了解。
ゴーレム4了解。こ こちら AWACS
EU95 スポレフ。
侵入した所属不明の爆撃機を全機撃墜せよ。護衛機の数は多くない。先の攻撃でレーダー設備を広くやられた。各機の奮闘を期待する。頼んだぞ。
性能はマクロスだからね。
トリガー、俺が領機だ。ここからは俺と一緒に動いてもらう。エレメントとはそういうもんだ。目標の敵爆撃機を探すんだ。
こちらを狼言えばそちらでいう空の目という意味だ。
20ミリ。
かっこいい。
スポレフだけしかいないんよ。
よし、爆撃機を見つけた。本番だトリガー。お前の腕を見せてもらうぞ。
でもな、22先輩がイケメンな、やっぱ30ミリは足らないと。
話を合わせておいてくれ。下げない。敵爆撃機の撃墜を確認。いいぞ、名実。やるな、名実。よし、トリガー。レーダーを切り替えろ。敵を探すんだ。映像を見つけた。いただこう。
早いな。
俺の援護してやるか、しょうがねえな。
未来兵器や。
着氷に注意しろ。
着氷してるよ。着氷してるよ。もう。
随分高いところを飛んでるな。向こうの高度まで行くとしよう。
ただいま着床、では。
こいつには護衛機がついている。注意しろ。敵のミサイルが来た。回避する。ゴールマン、フォックス2。
非常ぐらい。
メイス、ロックオン。敵護衛機を排除した模様。これで仕事がやりやすいはずだ。目標を破壊せよ。ミサイル発射。
長距離。
目標の撃墜を確認。
スポレフ。
メイジス、いい調子じゃないか。メイジス、ターゲットが来たぞ。爆撃機だ。トリガー、お前の腕なら十分やれる。クラウン、ひよこを持ち上げるな。そういうのは終わってからにしろ。
そう言われた。
プロジェクト Ace はレシプロチのゲーム作ってくれねえかな。
昔あったな。エースコンバットの Wii に。スカイクローラーか。あれ面白かったな。
トリガー、特殊ケースを使え。
あ、あったあった。確かあったよ。
メイジス、
刺激
ターゲットを破壊。いいぞ、素直で結構だ。スイ、スイ。敵爆撃機撃墜。メイジス、上出来だ。メイジス、よくやった。だがまだ動きに無駄が多い。エブリ的な指導してるから生きて帰れよ。それにはこちらメイジマン。2人2バンディッツ。了解。爆撃機と護衛機だ。トリガー、
チームはあれかなり面白かった。
メイジス、メイジマンとエレメントを維持しろ。勝手に動くなよ。メイジマン、お前はメイジ2から目を離すな。メイカ、ゴーレム2、エレメントを維持。
了解。隊長の背後は私が守ります。
やっぱ4機の攻撃上手
いいじゃないか。
硬すぎるよな、余計な攻撃しても。あんだけ食らわせてんのにさ、全然落ちひんもん。海が生えるバイパー。 海によく似合う。さすが、島国を意識したカラーだけある。
ゴーレム、レイジ、新たな敵が2人。こちら HQ、交戦中の部隊に告げる。敵に無人機はいるか確認せよ。無人機、この状況でか。相手のケツを取るのに忙しい俺たちに。無人機、どうやって見上げるんだ。
乗んのかなこういう感じで。青。バイパーゼロ。ステルス製のやつやったら無理か。この長距離ミサイルいいよ。中距離。撃った後これすぐ飛ばないの。あれ若干下に落ちてから発射していく。耐える。そこで。こっちはもうちょっとでかいやつ。
メイ2の敵機撃墜を確認。
爆弾を抱えたまま持ち上がれ。
ロシアの爆撃機。
一瞬が仲間の生死を分けることがある。心を研ぎ澄ませ。迷うな。
了解。
三菱は早くくれや。実はもうでっかいんやろ。
容器を先にやる。
明日、進む。
ゴーレム2、フォックス2。
目標、ガンの射程内。
意外と避けられたな。
戦闘機から子供電話相談室に電話かけたい。
いっす。
30分延長しました。
敵爆撃機を撃墜。残り1機だ。命じする。次の敵に集中しろ。気を抜くな。ゴーレム、メイジ、すべての爆撃機を撃墜した。こちらのレーダーに敵影なし。オールクリア。メイジ2、お手柄だ。編隊長、トリガーは使えますよ。たった一度の出撃で実力などわからん。それに手柄などと欲張ったことを考えるな。ただ生きて帰ればいいんだ。
隊長の意見に賛成です。
ゴーレム隊、こちら HQ。無人機は確認できたか。なぜ無人機にこだわるんです。ゴーレムは機頭の執刀し報告せよ。以上。
北西。
ローザ・コゼット・ド・ベルージェです。国民の皆さん、
こういう回転好きよ。
トリガー、君のコールサインは明治2だ。確認し復唱せよ。明治2、離陸を許可する。事態は緊迫している。着任したばかりで済まないが、君の確かな腕が必要だ。頼んだぞ。
ああ、なんかそれっぽい雰囲気はある。
港湾設備もひどくやられている模様。
これ以上の被害を出すな。食い止めるぞ。明治2、お前は俺向こう了解。先の攻撃でレーダー設備をひどくやられ。
こういうのは見れるのはいいよね。毎回毎回。リプレイ。
平行感覚だブルー。
慣れたら大丈夫。
よし、爆撃機を見つけた。本番だトリガー。お前の腕を見せてもらうぞ。お前は腕がいいってことになってる。タイのキャツインを埋めたくてな。話を合わせてもらえ。させない。ちょっとまだ。敵爆撃機の撃墜を確認。いいぞ、明治2。やるな、明治2。よし、トリガー。レーダーを切り替えろ。敵を探すんだ。
近っ。今、味方めっちゃ近かった。セブンからやもんな、こういう着氷っていうのができたな。あんまり雲の中飛んでると、おって効かなくなる。
こいつには護衛機がついている。注意しろ。
あんまり出かけた人重くなっちゃうからね。
俺もフォックス。メイス、ロックオン。敵護衛機を排除した模様。これで仕事がやりやすいはずだ。目標を破壊せよ。ミサイル発射。目標は撃墜を確認。明治2、いい調子じゃないか。明治2、ターゲットが来たぞ。爆撃機だ。トリガー、お前の腕なら十分やれる。クラウン、ひよこ。
異空間から装填される S コンミサイル。
自動で補充されますな。
基地が被った損害は現在確認中だ。分かっているのは停泊中の空母アルバトロスが撃墜されたこと、来襲してきたボギーがエルジアのものだということだ。ユージア大陸各地に駐留していた国際停戦監視軍の他の基地も同様に襲撃を受けた。損害は大きい。初戦で受けた打撃を回復できず負ける戦争は多い。だからこそ迎撃に成功した意味は大きい。君たちが戦局を覆す存在になる可能性があるからな。よくやってくれた。
お、神風シミュレーター。神風やったらまずい。神風はいけない。待って。
万歳チャージは即刻禁止せよ。
前は日本語でやってたからね。基本英語でやりたいです。今後も機会も悪くない。
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Ocean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Ocean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Erusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Erusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Erusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Erusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the
複雑よな、こ
continent,
れ一回じゃあんま分からんけど、今久々にやってるからまた
became
話が分からん。
desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could
あ
bring
れ、そうい
peace
えばこ
and
れエースコンバッ
stability
ト
to the
4からの
world.
続きやったっけ？
They
あれ？
even tried saving the
5やったっ
Erusians, still suffering from the
け？
disaster.
オーシアとエルジア
That's
と
how a
か。
space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Erusia, paid for by the Oceans. President
Oh, wow.
Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Louise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
エルジアが。 悪いのか、どっちが悪いのか
I
わから
was
ん。
tried, found guilty, and
Oh,
stuffed
shit.
into a
Right,
cargo
is
ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of
結局どっ
kilometers
ちも
from
正義の
Arusia
た
on
め
the
にやってるの
opposite
かな。
side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell.
でも
It had
5
three
の
rusty
ラストは
patrol
良かっ
boats,
たよね。
and the base.
内部
The
の
fences were topped with
犯
laser
行で
wire,
最
the
後
tower had a searchlight and machine
協力す
guns,
るじゃん。
and a truck
お
with a
互い
gun turret
敵
was
同士
parked
で
in。front of the gate.
あれは熱いと思うんだけど、5。
Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison.
敵同士やったのに一気にみんな
This
味方
place
になる。
looked like a full-on base. But half the tanker trucks were just big balloons. And the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
This was not a missionではなかったよね。いい空も来ると思う。機銃でもいってるね。ガチャガチャ間違いない。またブリーディング開いてる。
F-35 飛ばしとけ大体大丈夫。
両方いけるからね。でも F35 買ってたっけ？買ってないやん俺 F35。金、本当はね。意外と持ってた。意外と金持ってる。買える。買うか、F35。SOD や。
いや、そこは水で。
一応買うけどさ。日本も導入するからね。かっこいい。F35。かっこよい。ラプターは買ってんねんね。エアトゥエアー、エアトゥガン、空対空ミサイル。SOD は、あれやな。 効果が試す。これは8個も目標した。ハイドラじゃねえよ。あれなんて言うのこれ。空対地にしたいが名前忘れたやんけ。2部買ってないで。2級しかないで。ラスターチか。2級 A。あ、なんかそんな感じやった。あ、そう。了解。目がついてるやつ。これしかないの俺持ってんの。ラスターチか。サブレット。完全に空戦用や。A 点やったら両方対応できるで。A 点。エルファイア。効果が。30ミリのアベンジャー。空に対する武器がない。やはりマルチロールか。ロケット。これ最初のミッションやからそんなに、なんていうの奇襲でいけるし。あ、戻って。そうなのよな、FAEB。いつもあれあんのにな、大爆発っぷりが好きやったんやけど。むちゃむちゃ広範囲やし。びっくりするぐらい大爆発するよな。現実そこまで大爆発はしないよ。建物に対しては強烈やね。
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close. Yep.
遊ぶ。
H2, Box 2. Understood! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! What the hell do you mean? It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
アパッチ。今の破片もろにぶら下やな。ミス。建物に当たってるっぽい。建物に被害出すなって言って今なんかかなり家に当たってる。家の間におって当たらへんのんけど。
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellite. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Shred the radar network. H2 missile. 2 targets remaining. Fighters can sometimes lose their lockout to their targets too. How the hell is the enemy able to hit it so accurately when it's camouflaged?
だいぶ狙われるな。
I'm on this one's tail.
左おるよ。
Column 3, Fox 2.
Column 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. Column 2, you can't go after every target. Mage 1 launching missile. Bandit is in my sights.
Miss. That's a miss.
All aircraft, residential area is below you.
Mage 2. Vehicle destroyed.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
That's a miss.
よくやるよくやる。やっぱ英語一番やな。
Target lock. Firing. You're mine. I'll make it quick.
嗅覚度すぎた。寒。
Mage 2. Walking. Target and ranging guns.
やめとこうか。
Bandit has a lock. Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking.
Fox 2.
This one's mine. Locked on Bandit. Breaking. Fox 2. Enemy on your rear.
Fox 3. Fox 3.
いや、ちょっと間違えた。間違えた。よし。
That's a miss.
Hey, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus. Behind the enemy. Fox 2. Enemy missile detected. Evading. Line split. Evading. There's an enemy on your tail.
Bandit destroyed.
Enemy squares me up. Continue reverse combat. All right, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now.
やっと終わった。
Locked. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
No, to see the Erusian's faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
スイカ。コントロールタワー。
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle.
C17 や。
Launch manually. Here's the setup.
Missile connected.
Here's some feedback from those coordinates. Write your manuals in a language we can
硬い。
understand.
さすがや。
3 targets remaining. Fox 3. Fox 3.
大爆発した。
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch.
UAV
Away. What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move,
やっ
they
た。
gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever
たんね
decoys.
こいつらほんまに軌道がおかしいよ。
These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right?
あれ当たった。
HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
こいつら軌道おかしいよ、ほんま UAV だけやって。
Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter. He's saying the war could change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
ヒューって変わる角度。
That's a miss.
なんやねんこの軌道。
Targeting gun range.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Stall warning.
Don't ice up in there.
Mage 2, right that lock.
ロックオンできない。
Maneuver behind the enemy.
着氷のせいで。
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the cloud. The ice will melt.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Mage 2, missile away.
当たったと。
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
全然読んでる暇ないよな。無駄に
Prime
打ちたく
target
ない。
is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
あれ、ああいうの俺めっちゃやりたくない。
That no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public.
Any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
あ、地面もちゃんとああやってなるんや。スレスレ飛んだら。
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Mr. Permission, move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion.
三作クラス。31。B。爆撃
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned.
3だけ結構
Fortunately, our
時代が
cutting-edge
全然
aircraft
ちゃうから
carrier
な。
Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared
あ
from
れだけは
attack.
特殊やったな。
Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Barbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Ocean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
F4、F16 のイーグル。バイキングファルコン。これが元になってるだけあって似てるもんな、F2。イーグルのこっち。でかいよな、こいつ。イーグル君。ちょっと見た目が変わる。いいキャット。帰れる。これ FA18 とかも好きなんや。関西機。ホーネット。スーパーホーネット。超強いラプターやな。これ買ったし、これかな。誕生機タイプ。離陸するやつ。C。これしかないじゃん。バイバイ。これしかない。空対空ミサイルあったな。空対地ミサイル。ステルス性能アップ。ボーンファイター ?IF にターン。くそ強いな。クステラネス。 ストライクワイパーン。重武装。EML がある。電磁力。実弾。レールガン。オーネットかな。スキル。
4からあるオリジナル機。
やっぱ4の続きをね、スキンある。オーシアスキン。ネイジ。黒い。スペアスキン。ストライダースキン。何が変わってるのかよくわからない。
かっこいい。
あの横か？横のあそこかな？あ。おばさんとこだね。ネイジ。あのマーク。垂直、尾翼のところの。オーシア。シンプル。エンブレム。ははは。かわいいんやね。後輩の寿飛行隊コラボレーションエンブレム。春風飛行隊の対象。アメリカ国籍マーク。コラボ系か。俺全然見てないよな、それ。ストライク、トリガー、パーソナルマーク。あ、トリガー。
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
英語にするのはええけど、全く上の文章を読む余裕がなくなるんやな。
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch.
あかん。まるっとしてるの空母からあかん。
Mage 2 is away. Mage 2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
滑らか。なんか肌触り良さそうな滑らかさがある。なんかさすりたい。よしよし。よしよし。この直線のところとか。主翼とのスルってする。いかにも次世代のこのコックピット良いよね、この辺り。液晶。次世代。
Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
例えばヘルメットもなんかそういうの表示する。
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. We have them on the run. Don't let up. Bandit on your six. Bandit acquired. Locked on. Fox 2. Fox 2.
そうやね、表示されるもんね。
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move even if you're in a 9G turn.
てめえか。くらえ。比重でやってやる。まっすぐ飛んでる。
That's a miss.
エースコンバットシリーズ相変わらず曲よね。
Nice kill.
One remaining.
Bandit in my sights. Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
一発耐える。
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming.
Say-
Evade. Break.
Wait, what the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
出たわね。気持ち悪い。あの上で戦ったな。
We just learned that Erusia is utilizing
あの上で殴り合って落とした
those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
一気微行として。
These guys will go down easy.
Break, now!
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Missile launched.
I can't get a read on these bandits. They're dodging everything I throw at them.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verify the situation.
Yo, Golem 1, heads up. Check your six.
Golem 2, let's maintain element. Golem 2,
粘りすぎたな。
Evading!
粘りすぎた。アイガイオンってあの対空もエグかったやつ。
Status report.
ちょっと来いよ、このミサイル。
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Raise your fire, Golem Squadron.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Continue to
maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there. Breaking. I'm breaking it off.
Skeleton 2 lost.
Incoming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Buddy.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
Wilco, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
초기術.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I'm...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Mage 2,
That a boy, Mage.
Yeah.
Just keep firing.
Mage 2, UAV down. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Yowza.
Mage 2, missile launch.
This is where we belong.
Missile
I've got you now. Firing. Attack missed.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
遅すぎた.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
ちょっと今のは遅く落ちすぎた。もったいないけど。
Leading operation airspace with Golem 2.
もう弾切れ。
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One back. Distance 30.
Gargoyle 1, caution! Missile!
Fast. It's like he's...
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against MSU-30. Orange wingtips.
SU-30.
I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run. Going for the loner.
Locked. Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Portrait aircraft.
I'm detonate. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off. Missile headed for a friendly.
Mage 2, missile launch.
I'm in his blind spot. He's
そっか、あ
fine.
いつら。
This is getting a little tight. Yeah, Mage 2 destroyed the target. Locked. It's chow time.
Tornaeta.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible. I'm grateful you're around. Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
ここであのミサイルが残ってたらな、一気に撃てるの。
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Golem 2, lost.
やられた。
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got thrown?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
生きてるがいい。機
Golem
体は消
Squadron,
耗品
Main
だ。
Squadron, withdraw.
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to carrier. Lower your speed. H2, bank left. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. 1,500 to carrier. H2, lower your nose. You're too high. Nicely done, H2. I knew you'd be back.
エンジン切
Now
って
return to base.
下に落ちたと見せかけて起き上がる。あれアホやろ。やって危なすぎる。
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the
攻
upper
撃技
hand,
術
but
良か
that
った
doesn't
な。
mean we can ease up.
だいぶあれで何機か落としてる。
Page 1, Wilco.
対空砲火の凄まじいのを再現しててよかった。
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of
変
us
則
would
オーラ
have
と
made
かああ
it
いう
home.
やつらも
Situation is
見てて
grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
そう結構面白かったね。
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. According to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
なんか、ここからカジュアルやってたら、やたらと調子よかった。夜中、2時、3時ぐらいからカジュアルやり始めた。普通にチャンピオンも取れたしな。やたらダメージ出まくる。ちなみにユキちゃんもずっと5時ぐらいまで一緒にやっとった。
The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
ちまちまエースコンバットもやりつつ、エイペックスとか。まあ、どうせ4日後には対馬やるし。 はい、終わろう。エースコンバット。ここにこう終わらそう。オンライン協力がどんなもんか楽しみでな。しまうな。ってことで、ニコニコはほっといて次、YouTube のみの FX やろうかね。ってことで、こっちは終わりで。お知らせ7分。アップデート。ってことで終わろう。エーペックス。おつー。